Yes, we all want to travel, we want to roam around the places that we have never been to, we all want to roam around in the places that we ever wish to go. We all want to spend on foods that we really wanted to eat. You also want to spend money on luxurious items to impress somebody. But isn't there anything in life greater than the weapon that you should obtain in your life? The weapon that you should be obtaining in your life that I'm currently referring to is something which you cannot obtain with just any of the physical possessions that you have in your life. It is something which you cannot possibly get through all of the things that you desire for in life. What I'm currently referring to about it is joy. Joy is more significant than the moment that you feel the essence of pleasantness. The very first minute or hour you started enjoying on that physical possession. I just recently gotten a brand new iPhone. I was so pleased to have an iPhone that can do so many things. In fact, I'm currently using my iPhone to shoot this video. It's got so many good video recording capabilities and a lot of features that my other phone cannot do. But after having used this for more than 6 months or however long I've been using it, that sense of pleasantness hasn't already been going on as much as it has been. And the thing about spending time and money on any physical possessions is that it only gives you that limited amount of joy. You only had that limited amount of joy and pleasantness. That after having gone through so much, as many more technologies have been advancing and many more of the technological stuffs have just been introduced into the market, you will start to envy more of the items that you wish you would be having. Joy is something which you cannot obtain from any of the physical possessions or anything in life. And I have gotten to understand more about the aspect of joy when I was fasting about a year and 3 months ago. I began my fast not because I was told by any of my family members or anybody. I really wanted to understand more about why we fast. We fast because we will want to understand more about the aspects of fasting and how it will benefit our lives. We're not only referring to our bodies because this is just one aspect of our lives. The truth about fasting is we are fasting because we want to establish a foundation in our life to support our body. And there are a lot of good benefits of fasting. It helps us to boost our metabolism, it helps us to improve our self-esteem, it also helps us to establish a system in our lives in such a way that we begin to be more conscious of the things that we do. When I was fasting about a year and 3 months ago for 21 days, I began to feel so much intensity in my life. On the third or fourth day of my intermittent fasting, I began to crave foods more than I have gotten through before. I really had gone through so much that I couldn't really stop the temptation of wanting to get the foods that I really want. I was like terribly shaking. I was really needing more foods. I was really needing to take a bite of any biscuits while during my fast. It was during my 11 or 12 hours of the abstinence of foods. I was like, I can't resist it anymore. This essence of resisting the temptation has taught me so much that in order for you to get through what you really desire in life, in order for you to get closer to the joy that you want to obtain in life, that sense wherein you are very likely to take the temptation upon your life instead of putting it aside is like something which you will want to regret on at a later part. When that sense of temptation will come along and you will start to feel that sense of regret that you wouldn't want to do that in the later time anyways. That sense in which it has troubled your mind for doing such thing that can make you to feel less joy. That sense of joy I've put into practice because of the implementations and my reflections based on the fasting that I've gotten through. With that, I began to spend less time using my phone, spend less time scrolling on my social media, and doing such things that I never had done before. At that, I began to avoid junk foods, chips, whatever foods that I would usually crave. Because of fasting, I was able to lose a lot more weight, because at first I felt like I was at complete devastation because of my weight. And I was able to take a U-turn with that. I'll explain more about this in another video. The thing about joy is, when you establish that in your life, you wouldn't want to let any other physical possessions define who you truly are and define your joy. Because joy is a more significant and powerful thing that you can obtain in your life based on the experiences that you need to fulfill. For me, I fulfilled my joy with the applications and the practicality of fasting, the approach of fasting that has taught me so many things. I began to be more disciplined because I've gone through so much temptation. I've gone through so much craving that I was able to resist it with my willpower. It is like you're trying to implement your fasting not because you want to implement these habits to ensure that you can burn more fats than ever before. You can get closer to your dreams of achieving your body type. It's about implementing the system wherein you can start to feel that within every step of the way, there would be circumstances that if you wouldn't have to establish this, you could feel useless. If you were to implement that part of your life, having the ability to withstand so many circumstances in life with that amount of willpower that you can implement through fasting or through so many experiences, through discipline, that's joy. Joy is when you will feel that you are still at your best despite the challenges and the outcomes that you have gotten through. I believe this is how I define joy, because I believe there's nothing more that I could ever define of as joy than the definition that I could provide here in this video. I'm hoping this is my definition of joy, and hoping I'm not really bashing through with any of the things that are nonsense. I'm hoping I'm not sending any nonsense stuffs or anything, but I'm hoping you to get through in every step of the way and every challenges that you will ever encounter. And that's all I could share in today's video. I'm hoping that whatever you have just listened to will help you to get through everything you need to encounter to help you become your better self every day.